Hello, you're welcome to Life Stories with Bussy. Today we have Kemi Adeoya's story. Kemi was 16 years old when she met Steven. Steven was an attendant in his uncle's electronic shop, and then Kemi was, that was her way to a jam school. So, they meet every day, they talk every day on her way back from lesson. One day, she was going to jam classes, and then she went past the shop like she would usually do, and that day she didn't meet Steven there. She was told by the other attendant that Steven wasn't feeling good. The building where the store was also the building where they were staying, so she went in to say hello to Steven. One thing led to another, and sex happened. So Kemi felt very bad, and she showed it, and then Steven tried to make it good for her, told her to clean up. He got her lime so she could take, and then told her she could take antibiotics to flush out the sperm. But 2 months after that, she wasn't feeling fine. Kemi wasn't feeling fine, and her parents had treated her for malaria, and she wasn't feeling fine still, so they took her to the hospital where they confirmed that she was pregnant. Her parents were quite worried. They were pregnant. It was very serious for them. So they decided, they asked her questions, and she told them that it was Steven. They followed her to Steven's place, and they saw Steven's uncle. Steven denied ever knowing her. Steven said that he had never met her before, he had never spoken to her. And when she looked at the other guys, the other attendants, to corroborate her stories, they told her parents that they had never met her before. And so her parents were really upset, they were devastated. She herself wasn't happy about it, and then they went home. Her parents were Christians, and they said that they were not going to procure an abortion for her, that she was going to have the baby. For them, they felt that if she could have sex, then she could damn the consequences. So she had a baby. When she had a baby, she sent pictures of this baby to Steven, but there was no response. She did a lot of letters, but there were no response. Eventually, her parents relocated to Abuja, and they took her and the baby with them. She went to school and then later went for a master's in the UK. She returned back and she got a good job. 12 years after, she got married to Obina, and they were happy for a while. 7 years into their marriage, they didn't have any child. And they went to the doctors, they did all sorts of tests, and they said that they were okay. It wasn't long after that the family of her husband started peddling different kind of rumors about her. Some said that she was promiscuous, and that was the reason why she had a child when she was younger. A lot of them, they had a lot of bad things to say about her, and things were really, really bad between her and her husband. It was so bad that they had stopped sharing the same room. Everybody had their room at this point. A year before, she started receiving Facebook messages from Steven. Steven sent messages to her, a lot of messages to her, and she kept on blocking him, but then he kept on finding innovative ways to reach her. In the messages, he said that he was sorry, that he knew that the baby was his, but that he couldn't accept the baby at that time, that he had to do that. He didn't have an education, he didn't have any means, and his uncle would have sent him out. So he was seeking for forgiveness, and then he wanted to see his son. But she kept on blocking him, but then he kept on looking for a means to get to her. There was one day she was in her office, and then suddenly she bumped into Steven.
Please subscribe.